Autism by Michael Lettman. Today we will be talking about my relationship with my teacher here. Everyone, I'd like to introduce you to the head teacher of the Community Child Care Center program that I'm in. This is my great teacher herself, Miss Heather Lifland.
Michael, can you tell me please about your history, the history of your relationship?
Of course. When I first got into this program, that's when I met Miss Heather Lifland as my teacher. And some of you might know, I got into this program 3 school years ago. As I started it here, there were a few problems that she had to help me with. And she's been having a hard time with it. I don't blame her. But at times I was upset and been having a hard time in this program. She had to learn how to understand it, try to help me, and I understood that. And as the 3 school years have passed by, she learned more about me, and right now she understands my feelings. Not only that, but she come to understand my personality and my autistic habits. And right now to me, she is a very generous, comfortable, understandable, great teacher that I enjoy being around with. To be honest, I enjoy being around with her a lot. A whole lot. I even texture this very smooth arm of hers. I haven't urged to do that. I texture a lot. Texture a lot. Texture.
Okay. Michael and Mrs. Lifland, can you please respond to this statement? Michael has gone a lot from when he started it with Mrs. Lifland. What are your thoughts?
Okay, hi. When Michael first came here, or when you first came here, you had a hard time controlling your behavior. And that was something that we really had to work on in order for you to remain here. And what you did is we were able to help you understand that there are certain things that are not appropriate. And since you've started to now, there's a huge difference in you. And that has to do with several things. It has to do with you wanting to change. It has to do with me giving you some ideas as to how to handle certain situations. And also has to do with maturity. You've gotten older and now you're 21 years old. So you've grown. And because of that, you were able to stay here. In the beginning, I don't know if that would have happened, right?
You were correct, Miss Teacher.
What do you have to say?
I would like to say that you are correct. I did have a hard time with my behavior in some situations, and you did help me with that. You understood my feelings. I appreciate that, Ms. Lifland.
Okay, so why don't you give a reason?
Of course. You've been helping me with appropriate personal space, of course. Every time I approach someone, you notice and help me with that by telling me personal space, and that's when I back away from someone, which is okay. Because if you're close to someone, it's inappropriate, right?
That's true. That's true. And some people just really don't like when someone's too close. So what we learned is it's very simple. I just say the word personal space if you're not realizing it, and that's something that I learned. And you just step back. Okay. And it's very simple. Okay. What I've learned is that you needed to learn how to increase your patience with other people. Okay, and it's something that was causing you problems because, for example, if I was sitting and talking to another student, you would want to interrupt.
That's true.
Okay, and that really wasn't working because it was going to cause you problems wherever it is that you went in life. Okay, and because you worked on your patience, you've been able to be here, and it's worked, and that has to do with all the things I was talking about earlier. Learning how to interact with others and understanding that, not everything is about you, that other people have their things going on as well, and also just maturity and your motivation to want to be the best person that you can be.
Anything. Hmm. And did that have something to do with change or something? Just wondering.
Oh, that's true. You know, change is hard for you. And when you first came here, you know, you really were having some troubles because your life completely changed. You're in a different location, around different people, you know, and you came in here and it was kind of hard for you. And by being able to handle that change and helping you work through that change, it made it so that you can have more patience. You know, also, if you think about it, like when you first came here, the first year, you wouldn't even talk about graduating. You know, you put your hands over your ears and say, I don't want to hear it, I don't want to hear it, right? And then the second year we agreed, okay, we can talk about it, but a little bit, and we can start planning. And by the third year now, you talk about it freely. And that, I think, has to do with patience as well. Okay.
I understand.
I think we're going to end this segment.
Okay. I forgot to mention to you people, this was part 1 of the segment. The next video will be part 2. We'll see you all then. That's all.